With the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. This take it in at the goal line, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Ready, break. Go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Milton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Bennett now off play action. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Bennett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no run here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Bennett. And he is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
Now Achane on first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devon Achane, 27 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Washington now brings this out. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now we get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 10.
Come on. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
18
Miami.
To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's Milton now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Keon Coleman from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Washington now brings this out. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Milton. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Milton. That's over the middle. It finds Neal. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing is Milton. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well for the defense.
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Bennett looking to throw. And completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Trap 60, trap 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
From the gun on third down, Bennett. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something they always build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Really took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
H.N. once more, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
No!
The release as this will be incomplete.
Fuck,
I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You only want to end drives with points.
Give me that.
But that's
Good,
one that you're
man.
going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return, here's Atwell. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
These niggas right there slam up. Jalen Waddle's getting jammed up. Everybody's getting jammed up.
Back-to-back incompletions.
Nobody's
They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Check. Viking 18. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route,
that's a big time play,
or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready up. Follow 18. Panther 60. Check smash. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 4th down, Milton.
Oh, hell
As he
no.
throws, and this is
That's not
gonna be
even good.
incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
Safety. Let's go, chop.
Out of the end zone, the push too strong, and that
Fuck.
was safety.
In the end zone. Result of the play is a safety. Will Knox to kick off for the
Big time. Hey, that's a big time stop.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And it's taken in at the 9.
It's a game of 21 yards. That's good. 12 minutes. First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, check. Cougar 19. 65 here, 65.
He'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 60 yards rushing for him in his first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season.
You got to slide right there.
Into the playoffs. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 7-yard brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that.
When he gets my 20.
The drive continues. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
That was kind of weird. I should have took the field goal back and they did too.
Part of the offense, and let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Cut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 33. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Street.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you've got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather
is,
than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We'll have to make those decisions. Either way, a little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
How do you give that up? How do you give that up?
And the Broncos will extend their
Need to
lead
open.
in the final minute of the half.
I don't expect any less. You guys always do this shit.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
I'm not even surprised.
Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
19, tied in. Trap 50, trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Yo, this bitch gotta catch a fucking football, bro. This man has not come to play today. You have not came to play. You have not helped us in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
And that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different
he's giving
looks,
us nothing
and he seems
today,
a little bit
bro.
confused trying to complete passes.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Tap the 60, tap it. 60 average, 60 average.
They'll look to throw again. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Oh my gosh, bro. No, not a pick six. Not a pick six. All right, bro.
It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen
Like, bro, just the
times
most
throughout the course of the season,
weirdest
defensive
things be
coordinator
happening
just
to
snagging
me,
a big
bro.
takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team
Pick
to
6 to
advance,
end
they
the
had to get a big
game.
performance from this unit. And to this point,
I mean, the end of the half is fucking
Runs for the
crazy.
extra point. And that could be
Pick
important as that makes
6.
this a 16-point lead.
Like, where's the, like, I get, I don't know.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and
Like,
done
we're
in
in
these playoffs
aggressive
as we
situations,
start the
so we gotta be
second
more
half of this
aggressive,
AFC
but damn.
wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
Hey, Joe, them boys, defense, offense.
I'm not saying get away
Joe,
from
talk to the
throwing
offense.
football. That's still working,
Do this shit.
but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Bennett now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the shotgun, here's Bennett. And that will be incomplete.
Hey, come on, let's do it.
It's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments
We gonna fight through all this
he's gonna
adversity,
make
bro.
at halftime, but that's a good start to the
We gonna
second
fight through all
half.
of it.
They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
This is taken at about the 14. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin.
Good, but hey, the only person that really came
Down
into play is
Miami
Joe.
as they get set to start the drive. Throwing after the interception. Milton. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And for the
Damn.
it's an interception. And the Broncos
These tall ass DBs, man.
here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked
respect
off,
it, dude.
wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open and lead them into an area. That ball
This
needs
nigga
to be
just,
a lot more
GG.
conviction.
All right,
As a
let's
result,
go.
it's an easy interception.
And all the way home for the Broncos score. Devon Achane saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now.
Hey, still 2 possession behind, bro. Our defense actually isn't
So now the other return teams out there.
We gave up that
trying to
touchdown right
duplicate
before
what
half.
they just saw.
That's kind of hurting us, honestly. But, hey,
And he'll wisely just take it
defense,
easy.
I'm sorry. I mean, I already got to stop. We picked the very next possession. The very next. Yeah, but it is trying to hurt. Gotta be a little bit aggressive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, start. W Lions. W Lions.
Bennett now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh.
This is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Be smart, be smart.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you.
It's a big-ass pick, Emmanuel Forbes.
Very much in the balance.
That's huge.
But now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play.
Hey, it's funny because this same dude is calling about he's sitting on defense the whole game. This nigga been in bad.
Take up the space and let the linebackers run free. They can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now he'll tuck this.
Do it.
And he's left
Fuck.
with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down.
Playing that, John. Wait, too hard. How you gonna beat my man to the spot? Do him.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Hey, I need to get me like a midget. This nigga be getting stuck in the holes.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake.
Yo, bro, I left you there to fucking block.
It's a sack. Nick Bonito.
Literally left you there to block.
This would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton.
That's a cool.
And my goodness, another interception.
Catch him.
And the Broncos
Bro, we can't do that, bro. Like,
at their own
3rd and 17.
I think you and I were a little surprised
They're not.
back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback
I'm
of
not
his
happy.
caliber picked now
Fucking
5
force it, bro.
times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less
Hey,
talent.
but we keep fighting.
But a
We keep
quarterback of
fighting.
his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then
Somebody
some
cut me
on
in the middle.
2nd and 13. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lot, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19. Hey, Mosey, you see it, Mosey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
No, you can't give that up. You can't give that up. Oh my God, you can't give that up.
But I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Let go.
They'll go.
You can't give that up. That hurts, bro.
Near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do.
Fuck, man.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And Bennett will look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it
Oh,
away.
boys, we cannot give that up right there.
Now second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw, Bennett. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
It's a good
And
play.
they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's probably GG getting to that point.
First down.
You just can't. Every season I've lost to the Broncos in the
Because a
playoffs.
lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their
Correct.
offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
I keep losing to this sorry ass nigga, bro.
Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, back to Achane. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 15-yard line.
Just a yard on
Keep
the
losing
first
to
down
this
carry,
sorry
so
ass
second
nigga,
and
bro.
9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now they'll look to throw with Bennett.
Pick! Come on, man, make a play!
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him
Like,
with
bro,
third
fight to the end. That's probably a pick six.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cup 19.
looking to throw here. Bennett. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. The third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them.
Hey, let's score quick here. Score quick here. Get it to 11.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
There's one just been sitting in
People in
coverage,
front of you,
bro.
almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
We can't get open. Jalen Waller getting jammed
You have
up.
to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And now here's another.
I would play like it's nothing. It's literally nobody's open. Literally nobody's open. But if man covers all it takes to beat us, hey, so be it. Bro. What you got to do?
Running right, here's Achane.
He's just not good enough. Maybe I'm just not good enough. I'm doing it.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And the Broncos first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Bennett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanchez.
He's just not good enough there.
And it'll be second down.
Fix it in the offseason.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions. Ready.
Back to throw. Bennett. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Was good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Bro, we're not 25
Washington now brings this out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line. And
I'm just going to pass the ball. I just want y'all to look at, like, DBs, bro. Yes, I know DBs, my receivers. Like, we just can't get
Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Threw 6 picks, 3 of them in bad situations.
They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's good for Dolphins.
Here's Milton. The quick throw knocked away.
I can see, are they sitting inside or are they sitting outside? Oh, he's in zone.
Who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, now you want to catch a football.
It's Ferguson.
So
First and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
First down. It's a gain of 20.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
First down, Dolphins.
And that'll be off the mark.
You can get open and you overthrow it.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
We didn't deserve to win. I'm tired. This is tiring, bro. This is tiring. Come on. Let's finish the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Buffalo 18. 60, let's go.
Looking to throw. Milton. This one complete to Coleman. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this pass broken up.
He actually has like, really good defensive guys. I think you got Jalen Johnson, Patrick Sertan.
When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
19. Warriors 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Ready.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running.
What was that at when we needed that 3 drives ago?
And the big yardage all night long.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game. It seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
16 yards. First down, Miami.
Here's Milton now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-up.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And some room to work. Now he's loose again. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devon Achane, 38 yards. And the Broncos have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Dolphins 23.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Washington now brings this out. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Come on.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. To throw is Milton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not even the player, like the user, just the team itself is just, all of his strengths, like, are in the right spots, and all of my weaknesses, like, his D-line is really good, my O-line fucking sucks.
They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
God, bro.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready, break. Ready.
Achane gets it from the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
1 yard gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Achane. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Milton. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And now
Bro, he's just throwing the ball just anywhere, bro.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll give this to Achane. 174 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead.